Chernobyl was a place in Ukraine with a large nuclear power plant. In April 1986, a reactor exploded, causing the worst nuclear disaster in history. The explosion sent radioactive dust into the air, affecting Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia. This dust made the land dangerous for all living things. People had to leave, and the government created the exclusion zone. This zone is a large area around the power plant where no one can live permanently. It covers about 2,600 square kilometers, larger than many big cities. Even today, parts of the zone are still very radioactive. Scientists and workers visit for short periods, but it remains mostly deserted. It has become an empty place, left to nature. The exclusion zone serves as a stark reminder of the disaster's impact. It is a place where the consequences of the accident are still felt. The land remains a testament to the dangers of nuclear power. The story of Chernobyl is one of caution and ongoing vigilance. It highlights the need for safety in handling nuclear energy. The exclusion zone is a symbol of the disaster's lasting effects. It is a place where nature and radiation coexist in a delicate balance. The legacy of Chernobyl continues to shape our understanding of nuclear risks. After the accident, many animals suffered greatly from high radiation levels. A nearby pine forest turned reddish-brown and died, known as the Red Forest. Farm animals left behind faced a radioactive environment. Wild animals like deer, foxes, and mice received high doses of radiation. The radiation made them sick and changed their world. Many animals that survived the initial blast got sick. Some could not have healthy babies, and the first weeks were the worst. Scientists became interested in studying the effects on animals and plants. They began to monitor the health and numbers of animals in the exclusion zone. This marked the start of a long study of life after the disaster. The findings were both scary and surprising. The land was poisoned by something invisible and deadly. The impact on wildlife was devastating and sad. The radiation affected the animals' bodies in many ways. The study of Chernobyl's wildlife continues to reveal new insights. It shows the long-term effects of radiation on living things. The animals' struggles highlight the ongoing impact of the disaster. The story of Chernobyl's animals is a powerful reminder of the disaster's reach. It underscores the importance of understanding and mitigating nuclear risks. After the disaster, scientists noticed changes in animals born in radioactive areas. These changes, called mutations, were not normal for their kind. Radiation caused genetic changes affecting the animals' bodies. Farm animals near Chernobyl showed problems like misshapen legs. Small animals like mice also had more mutations. Scientists studied these rodents and found damaged DNA. These mutations could lead to health problems or appearance changes. Rodents reproduce quickly, so changes were seen faster. These observations proved radiation was harming life. The changes could be passed down to future generations. The effects of Chernobyl could last for a long time. The land became a living laboratory for studying mutations. Nature showed the scars of the nuclear accident. The study of these changes is crucial for understanding radiation's impact. It highlights the long-term consequences of nuclear disasters. The findings from Chernobyl continue to inform scientific research. The story of mutations in Chernobyl's animals is a stark warning. It underscores the need for caution in handling nuclear energy. The legacy of Chernobyl's mutations is a reminder of the disaster's reach. Barn swallows, small birds, were studied in the Chernobyl area. These birds could reveal the effects of radiation. Swallows in more radioactive parts had more problems. Some had bent feathers or tumors affecting their ability to fly. Their colors were less bright, indicating health issues. The birds struggled to have families, laying fewer eggs. More eggs did not hatch and baby birds were weaker. The radiation affected their parents' health and food quality. Studying these swallows taught scientists valuable lessons. Even low levels of radiation could cause harm over time. The swallows became a famous example of Chernobyl's impact. Their struggles highlighted the ongoing effects on wildlife. The story of the swallows is a reminder of nature's delicate balance. It shows the subtle long-term dangers of radiation. The findings from studying swallows continue to inform research. The swallow story is a powerful example of radiation's reach. It underscores the importance of understanding and mitigating nuclear risks. The legacy of Chernobyl's swallows is a testament to the disaster's impact. Their story continues to teach us about the effects of radiation. The Chernobyl exclusion zone is now home to many large animals. Wolves are top predators, hunting deer and wild boar. The absence of humans has allowed their numbers to increase. Scientists study how radiation affects these wolves. Some studies use collars to track and measure radiation exposure. Early research suggests Chernobyl wolves might have changes in their immune systems. Another interesting group is the Przewalski's horse, a rare wild horse species. Released into the zone in the 1990s, they have thrived. Their population has grown, forming several herds. The lack of human activity benefits these large animals. The zone provides a vast area free from farming and development. This freedom might outweigh the risks from radiation exposure. Scientists monitor these populations closely. They want to understand the long-term genetic and health impacts. The story of Chernobyl's large mammals is still unfolding. They represent both the resilience and risks of life in the zone. The findings from studying these animals continue to inform research. The story of Chernobyl's wolves and horses is a powerful example of nature's resilience. It underscores the importance of understanding and mitigating nuclear risks. The legacy of Chernobyl's large mammals is a testament to the disaster's impact. Insects and other small creatures are vital parts of any ecosystem. The Chernobyl disaster had a big impact on these tiny lives. In high radiation areas, insect numbers dropped sharply at first. This affected pollination and the food web. Some insects showed mutations like altered wing shape or color patterns. Life became harder for many small creatures. Soil and water creatures were also exposed to radiation. Earthworms and aquatic organisms showed changes. These small organisms are crucial for the food chain. The unseen world beneath the surface struggled too. Some insect populations have recovered, but questions remain. Are they genetically different or less healthy? Scientists continue to study these questions. The health of the insect world indicates the overall health of the ecosystem. These small lives tell a big story about radiation's reach. They show that every part of nature can be touched by such a disaster. The findings from studying insects continue to inform research. The story of Chernobyl's insects is a powerful example of radiation's impact. It underscores the importance of understanding and mitigating nuclear risks. Radiation, like that released at Chernobyl, is powerful energy. It can affect living things by damaging their cells. Inside cells, DNA holds instructions for growth and function. Radiation can break DNA strands or change the genetic code. This can cause mutations, changing the body's instructions. Some mutations are harmless, but others can cause health problems. If mutations occur in reproductive cells, they can pass to offspring. Young animals are more vulnerable to DNA damage. Scientists saw many problems in animals born after Chernobyl. The study of these changes is crucial for understanding radiation's impact. It highlights the long-term consequences of nuclear disasters. The findings from Chernobyl continue to inform scientific research. The story of mutations in Chernobyl's animals is a stark warning. It underscores the need for caution in handling nuclear energy. The legacy of Chernobyl's mutations is a reminder of the disaster's reach. The study of genes and radiation continues to reveal new insights. It shows the importance of understanding and mitigating nuclear risks. The story of Chernobyl's genetic changes is a powerful example of radiation's impact. It highlights the need for ongoing research and vigilance. The legacy of Chernobyl's genetic changes continues to shape our understanding of nuclear risks. The Chernobyl exclusion zone is a place of great contradiction. It is contaminated with dangerous radiation, yet a haven for wildlife. The absence of humans allowed forests to grow back and animals to thrive. Populations of deer, elk, wild boar, and foxes increased. Even rare animals like lynx and European bison have been seen. It is like a giant accidental nature reserve. This situation is often called a paradoxical paradise. Animals live with chronic, low-level radiation exposure. They eat radioactive plants and drink radioactive water. Scientists are trying to understand this complex balance. How much does the benefit of no humans outweigh the harm of radiation? For some species, the benefits are greater, and their populations thrive. But for others, radiation might still be a big problem. The long-term effects on health and genetics are still being studied. Chernobyl shows that nature can be incredibly resilient, but it also shows that the scars of human actions can run very deep. The findings from studying Chernobyl's wildlife continue to inform research. The story of Chernobyl's animals is a powerful example of nature's resilience. It underscores the importance of understanding and mitigating nuclear risks. Today, almost 4 decades after the accident, the Chernobyl exclusion zone is teeming with wildlife. Forests have reclaimed much of the land and abandoned villages are overgrown. A diverse range of animal species calls this area home, from large mammals like wolves and moose to many types of birds and insects. The populations of many animals appear stable or even growing. Scientists continue to study Chernobyl's wildlife using various methods. They want to learn how animals are adapting to long-term radiation. Are some animals developing ways to repair DNA damage better? These studies are crucial for understanding the full impact. The zone is a living laboratory, offering continuous lessons. The future for wildlife in Chernobyl is still uncertain in some ways. Long-term exposure to radiation could lead to an accumulation of mutations. This might affect their ability to survive and reproduce in the long run. Climate change and other environmental pressures will also play a role. The ecosystem is dynamic and will continue to change. Scientists will need to keep monitoring it for many more decades. The story of Chernobyl's animals is a powerful one. It teaches us about the devastating consequences of nuclear accidents, but it also reveals the incredible strength and resilience of nature.